Hello everybody, this is paper 1 from May 2023. This is time zone 2. Okay, let's go on to question 8. Ruhi buys a scoop of ice cream in the shape of a sphere with a radius of 3.4 centimeters. The ice cream is served in a cone, and it may be assumed that 1/5 of the volume of the ice cream is inside the cone. Okay, this is shown in the following diagram. Calculate the volume of ice cream that is not inside the cone. So not inside the cone. There's 1/5 inside the cone, and of course 1 minus 1/5 means that 4/5 is not inside the cone. Okay. So volume of the ice cream that's not inside the cone. Essentially our ice cream is just as a sphere. So what we need to do is we need to calculate the volume of the sphere and then multiply it by 4/5, because 4/5 of it is not in this cone. Let's go ahead and look at the formula for the volume of a sphere. Oops, we need to get out of this. Okay, so going into geometry, topic 3. Here we are. So volume of a sphere. Volume of a sphere, right here. Volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, where r is the radius. Okay, so volume of a sphere is given by 4/3 pi r cubed. So 4/3 pi, and then our radius of 3.4, and then we want to cube that value. Just be careful with your order of operations as you work this out. Mindful of your brackets. We're cubing the radius and the radius only. So let's go to the calculator and work this out. So 4/3 times pi times 3.4, and let's raise that to the power of 3, so 3.4 cubed. Right, and this is our total volume, but we don't want the total volume, so let's multiply it by 4/5, because only 4/5 of this volume is outside of the cone. And so there we go, 131.709. So here we go. Let's go back to the document for a sec. So this was our total volume, 164.636, but we don't want the total volume. We wanted to multiply our volume. So we wanted to take 164.636 and we wanted to multiply it by 4/5, which gave us a value of 131.7, or to 3 sig figs, 132, in the sense cubic centimeters. Alright, so not too bad of a question. Alright, the cone has a slant height of 11 centimeters and a radius of 3 centimeters. The outside of the cone is covered with chocolate. Calculate the surface area of the cone that is covered with chocolate. Give your answer correct to the nearest centimeter. Alright, so we've got this cone right here, and there's going to be chocolate around the edge. We know the radius of the cone at its base is equal to 3 centimeters. So this might get a little small here, but we know the radius itself is equal to 3. And the cone has a slant height of 11. So what that means is if we have this radius here, the slant height is equal to 11. So going from the apex, or the tip of the cone, all the way to its base, we travel a distance of 11. Alright, we want to find the surface area of the cone. So let's go ahead and go back to the formula booklet. So let's say, where is it? area of the curved surface of a cone. Area is equal to pi times r times L, radius, and the slant height. So not a lot of manipulation that we need to do for this question, which is not too bad. So the surface area, this is part B, is given by pi times the radius times the slant height. Pi remains pi, the radius at the base is 3, and then the slant height is equal to 11. So that is not a bad question. Let's go, I'm actually just going to work this out on the calculator that I have beside me. So it's pi times 3 times 11. And this will give a value of 103.67. To the nearest centimeter is going to be 104 centimeters. And I'd almost wonder if there was something more to that question, just because it seemed a little straightforward, but that is it actually. That's all there is to it. Okay. So not a lot of manipulation here actually, it's just more straightforward substitution. In this case, we had 1/5 in the cone, which means 4/5 is outside of the cone. So not too bad of a question. Okay, let's continue on.